What's up, Timmers here. With the new horror film coming to show this week, Night of the Reaper, since it is a horror movie about babysitting and all, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite babysitter horror films. Because there are some really creepy ones out there. So here is my official top 10. Number 10 is a little movie that not many people probably haven't even heard of, and it's called Emily. It stars Sarah Bogler, who was in that movie in America that she broke out with. It's about a young boy who tries to protect his two siblings when their normal new babysitter starts to reveal her psychotic nature here. And there are disturbing behavior and hidden agenda tied to like her tragic past. And this movie is creepy throughout. I mean, Sarah Bogler, lots of crazy twists and turns. Like, is she the babysitter? Is she not? And Sarah Bogler is really great in this one. Very underrated little horror film, to say the least. I feel like not maybe you've probably even heard of this, like knows that this movie exists, but it's a really good one if you guys haven't seen it. All right, coming in at number 9 is the one that pretty much introduced us to Art the Clown, and that is All Hallows Eve. Of course, directed by Damon Leone, who obviously will give us the Terrifier movies. Uh, if you guys don't know much about this, it's where a babysitter, while babysitting two kids on Halloween night, she finds an old VHS tape in her trick or treat bag, in that trick or treat bag, containing 3 tales of terror, all linked to a murderous clown named Art. And of course, this was the movie that really introduced us to Art the Clown, a very different, different, art here. Obviously, we're going to become a new horror icon and all. And yeah, the tales in this is really creepy. I mean, the ending will also be very disturbing. I mean, it has a really disturbing ending. But yeah, All Hallows Eve is a good one. I mean, I still prefer the recent Terrifier movies we got in, but All Hallows Eve was the one that really started off with Art the Clown, and it's a really good one. What else? Yeah, David Harron Thornton actually did play Art the Clown in this. I believe like David Leone played Art the Clown in this, if I'm not mistaken, or I think it was another actor. I can't remember, but it is a really good one if you guys haven't seen that. All right. Number 8 is The House of the Devil. Now, this is, of course, where, like, in 1983, a financially struggling college student takes a strange babysitting job on an isolated house on the night of a lunar eclipse, and slowly realizing that her clients harbor a terrifying secret that puts her life in danger. It is directed by Ty West, who will go on to give us the Maxine X movies. You also do got Greta Gerwig, Dee Wallace, AJ Bowen. The House of the Devil is a really creepy one. Really showcased Ty West's horror elements here perfectly. I guess crazy throughout. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely give that one a go. Alright, number 7 is The Boy. Technically, she doesn't really babysit like an actual human child, but she does babysit mostly a dog here. And that's what we have here. Where an American nanny is hired by a British family to care for their 8-year-old son, and is shocked to discover he's a lifelike dog size named Brahms. And after like she violates a list of strict rules, makes her believe that the dog is really alive and all. I mean, it's not as great as, let's say, Chucky or anything, but I still quite like that original Boy. The second one wasn't so good, but that first film was great. Really, you had like Lauren Cohen from The Walking Dead fame. Crazy twist towards the end. I mean, I really quite like the. Definitely, the dog isn't as creepy as, let's say, an Annabelle or anything, but he does get pretty creepy throughout, and it's a really decent one if you guys haven't seen that. All right, number 6 is the Babysitter. Now, The Babysitter is, of course, a Netflix movie starring Samara Weaving, Judah Lewis, Robbie Amell, Bella Thorne, the aforementioned Samara Weaving, directed by Mick G. It is about with like this 12-year-old who It stays up past his bedtime, and he discovers that his beloved, ultra cool babysitter is leading a satanic cult. And the second one, of course, which actually, I can say the second one really showcased Jenna Ortega's horror chops. But I'm actually just going to go with the first film. The first babysitter is still really great. I'm still holding out hope we get a third one. Who knows? But Samara Weaving, I mean, I guess you could say this is the one that really put Samara Weaving on the map for most people. And she is great with the looks, big time. Of course, Belle Dorn is great in this. Robbie Amell, great kills throughout. I mean, obviously the kid is trying to save herself from his babysitter and the satanic cult. It is a really fun one. It's entertaining. It's well worth a watch. Number 5 is Better Watch Out. Now, this is a Christmas themed horror movie, which where a babysitter must confront a 12-year-old kid from intruders breaking into his house, only to discover this is from a home invasion. Let me just tell you, I still remember seeing this movie in theaters back in 2017. Biggest twist around it. It's really hard to really talk about this movie without bringing up the twists. You know, but I mean, the movie's been, you know what, the movie's been out since like 2017. If you guys haven't seen it, you have no intention on seeing it. It's on Tubi, so if you guys want to give it a go, either before Christmas or whatever, give it a go. So this is a little bit of a spoiler here. Turns out the intruder is actually the kid himself, because he wanted to try to impress his like babysitter and stuff, and so he like fakes a like a intruder, like a home invasion, and so of course after that doesn't work, he ends up just like knocking her down, and he ends up tying her up. He ends up taking out her boyfriends as well. One of which is actually played by the kid from Stranger Things, Zachary Montgomery. Better Watch Out is fun. I mean, I still remember seeing the trailer for this thing. They did a great job at marketing it, because when I first saw that trailer, I thought, okay, this is gonna just be like another Home Alone thing, which there is a fun Home Alone reference. When when the kid is messing up they're having fun with the girl's boyfriend, and he of course does the paint thing. You remember Home Alone when Kevin hits the wet bandits with the paint and stuff. And I like how his friend. By the way, the two kids in this, one who plays like the friend here and the one who plays the babysitter. They are both the siblings from The Visit, from M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit. So it was cool seeing them play different characters in this. Uh, and I like how the kid mentions, "Oh, you're Home Aloneing him," and let's just say it does not end well as it does in Home Alone. Yeah, let's just say he really it really showcased what really could happen in real life if someone gets hit in the head with a paint bucket. Yeah, but do yourself a favor, go watch Better Watch Out. I mean, you also have Patrick Warburton popping up, Richard Madsen. I still really wish they did some sort of sequel so we can see how everything fulfill here. And do yourself a favor, go watch Better Watch Out. It's a lot of fun and a really fun little babysitter film with a crazy twist. I mean, really good one there. All right, number 4 is The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Now we do got another like a new version coming out on Hulu next month, but this one here was directed by Curtis Henson, starring Rebecca De Mornay, Annabelle Scarola, Julianne Moore, Madeline Zima from the Nanny fame, Ernie Hudson, and it's where like after her sex offender husband ends up dying here, and she miscarries due to stress. This widow poses as a nanny to infiltrate and destroy the family of one of the victims here. And this movie is crazy. I mean, Rebecca De Mornay is great. Annabella Scarola is terrific. This movie gets creepy throughout. It is a really good one. I mean, if you guys never seen it, give it a go. I'll probably do my review for this maybe the week. maybe the week when the new version comes out. But anyway, I think you can find the new version on Hulu or whatever. I got to rewatch the original. It's a really good one. All right, number three. Technically, I got two ones on this list, but number three, I'm going with the remake of Halloween. You know, of course, this is the early years of young Michael Myers and the events leading up to his favorite Halloween nightmares here. And of course, you do got like after 15 years to find his base. He pretty much escapes a mental institution after 15 years to find his sister Lori, who's of course now living with living with like a new family here. One of which is played by Dee Wallace. So I got two Dee Wallace movies on this list. Malcolm McDowell is great, and obviously Scout Tyler Compton plays Laurie in this one. Of course, her by the way, the one she actually ends up babysitting in this one. The one who plays like Tommy Doyle in this is, of course, Scarlett Gonzalo, who recently played Jimmy Olsen in the recent Superman movie. So pretty much a very young Scarlett Gonzalo plays Tommy Doyle in this one. But yeah, the remake, I know it does not really get much love, but I actually enjoy the remake of Halloween. I mean, is it as good as the original? Definitely not. But it is more bloodier. Of course, seeing like Laurie trying to protect the one she's babysitting is great. Obviously, Danielle Harris is great in this as well. Chucky himself, Brad Dourif, pops up in this. I mean, what not you like about the original, about that remake Halloween? But I know it doesn't get much love, but anyway. All right. Number two is When a Stranger Calls. I'm actually going with the original. The sequel is not so good. But the original, starring Carol Kane, Charles Durney, it is, of course, about a young babysitter who receives like terrifying phone calls from a stranger who asks if she's checked the kids here, leading to a shocking revelation that the caller is already inside the house years later. And the movie, and of course, years later, the escape killer ends up stalking her again. I mean, the original is a really classic one. Really. Obviously, this came out like about after the original Halloween came out. And so, obviously, they tried to capitalize on the success. I think they were trying to find their next Halloween because, obviously, the original Halloween beforehand was a really success. So, they were trying to get their next babysitter horror film, and it actually worked out pretty well. I mean, was it as much as a hit as the original Halloween? Definitely not. But it's still a really decent one, well worth a watch. The remake is not as great. Alright, number one, you already know it's on this list, and number one is the original Halloween. Obviously, you got Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, playing Laurie, who, of course, is, babysitting two kids, and of course, obviously, she's trying to protect them from Michael Myers. And Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously, Halloween is one of the greatest slasher movies there is. Really reminisces the slasher genre. Obviously, Donna Pleasance as Dr. Loomis is great. Nancy, played by, of course, playing Annie Brackett. PJ Souls is great. The one who plays like the kids in this are really terrific. Obviously, the one who plays like the younger girl in this is, of course, from Real Housewives. So she will go off to be a housewife, I guess. But anyway, the original Halloween is definitely is the GOAT. It's one of the greatest slasher movies there is. Made Michael Myers into a horror icon, and obviously and believe it or not, Halloween was originally not going to be called Halloween. It was actually supposed to be titled The Babysitter Killer, but they changed it to Halloween, which I guess is a better title there. The Babysitter Killer probably isn't as memorable, but anyway, that is of course pretty much it. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Emily. 9, All Hallows Eve. 8, The House of the Devil. 7, The Boy. 6, The Babysitter. 5, Better Watch Out. 4, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. 3, Halloween from 2007. Number 2, When a Stranger Calls. And number 1, the original Halloween. Now, there's loads of other ones I probably could have added too. Let's see. Bloody Birthday is a pretty good one. The Innocents. Babysitter Killer Queen, the sequel, obviously. Fright from 1971. The Night Sitter from 2018. The Nursery. I mean, there's some other great ones I probably could have added, but lovely, you guys. What are some of your favorite babysitter horror films? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Simon.